Rock guys, what is up? Mr. Boy Wasay and the boy Zayed. We're starting off with this new podcast segment for the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. The last edition was 8 years ago in 2017 when our home country, Pakistan, hosted the trophy. So Zayed, let's get started, man. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, man. Like we said, really excited for this edition's tournament. Um, ICC Champions Trophy coming back after 8 years, and Pakistan hosting an actual tournament in Pakistan after 27 years. I think the last time was in 1996. So we're just really excited for the event. We want to retain the Champions Trophy. And we're just going to cover the groups, Group A and B, who the four semifinalists will be, and then kind of discuss the controversial Pakistan squad that's been picked for the tournament. So let's get into it. I think we'll cover the groups first. The group that we care about the most is the Pakistan group. So let's cover that one, Vase. We have Group A, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, and New Zealand. Um, what do we think? Who's getting out of that group, and what are the dangerous teams?
Honestly, so the thing about the Champions Trophy is one game can change your fate. So every single game counts. So it's not like the ODI World Cup or the T20 World Cup where, you have room to lose a few games. Every game is a must win. Now, Group A, we've seen Pakistan and New Zealand play about two times in the past week. And to
Hmm.
be honest, New Zealand has beaten Pakistan convincingly. There wasn't one game where I thought it was close. So I do think that out of Group A, New Zealand will come out. And in my opinion, that leaves India and Pakistan for that second spot.
Hmm.
And my gut is telling me that the host nation, that Pakistan will come out of the group stage. So my predictions are New Zealand and Pakistan coming out. How about you, Zid?
Okay, yeah. I think we all think Bangladesh is definitely not making out of the group, so that makes it easy for all of us.
Yeah.
They're just not at that same level as the other three in the group. The only issue that we've seen with Pakistan, I mean, we've there's a lot of issues, but against New Zealand, especially in the two games that they've played, and they're playing tonight, actually, they're opening against New Zealand, is the spinners. New Zealand spinners have convinced, like
Yeah.
convincingly outbowled Pakistani spinners. So the likes of Santner and Bracewell have been insane on the pitches in Pakistan. They seem like they're utilizing the conditions better than Pakistani spinners. We have Abrar, who's quote unquote a mystery spinner.
His his spin is a mystery. He
Yeah.
can't turn the ball.
Yeah, so I mean, Abrar, he's been okay at times, but then last game we saw Daryl Mitchell sweep him three times consecutively in 1 over for four, and he was just losing the plot. So definitely guys like Salman Ali Agha and Kush still have to step up in the bowling department against New Zealand tonight. But I'm going with Pakistan and India coming out of the group. I think those two will elevate their game for this tournament. And if those two come out for the group, then hopefully we can get a Pakistan India final repeat in Dubai.
Yeah. Just to follow up on this, I have one quick question, man. So, we know that the conditions in Pakistan and the UAE, they suit spinners.
Hmm.
So why is it that we only have one full-time spinner on the team? Because Salman Ali Agha, maybe he can give you a good 5, 6 overs if that. Could still saw same problem, but we only have one full-time spinner on the squad.
Yeah, that's the big dilemma here with the squad that everybody's been talking about all over Twitter and everything. Is like, why haven't they gone with another spinner? The options were there. I know there's like talks about Sufyan Mukim, the left arm Chinaman, basically. He did well in South Africa in the last series. But I think the void that we really need to talk about is Shadab Khan. What he kind of brings to the balance of the team for Pakistan
Zid,
is
I'm gonna have to stop you. Okay, you can go on, but I
yeah,
have
I
okay.
mean,
Please go on. Yeah, please go on
yeah,
with this.
so the thing with Shadab is, yeah, we're gonna get a lot of comments here about Shadab's form and all, but his balance that he brings, he can bat at 7 or 8 and can bowl a full quota of 10. Right now, we have guys like Kushdil and Fahim in that role, and We know that those two are definitely not at the same level. They've never performed at the international stage. So I'll let you cover on Shadab what your thoughts, but I think he's key to the balance of the team if he was there.
The if he's in form, I agree with you 100%. But we saw his performance in the 2023 World Cup, which was ODI, 2023 Asia Cup, which was ODI, and the entire nation of Pakistan, 235 million people, were hurling abuses at him because he kept on bowling full tosses as a spinner. So
True.
I think the problem sometimes we think we have a short term memory because when he was on the team, we were praying that he got kicked off the team, and now that he's out, and obviously I still do like Shadab just because he brings that balance because he could bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If he's at 6'7", he could bat.
And
But
he's a
I
great
mean,
fielder as well.
yeah, he's a great fielder. Yeah. So I mean, personally, I would like to have him on the team. But if we go back 2 years, we were going off on him. Just it was
True.
disastrous performance after performance in these
But
international
who
tournaments.
would you rather have, I'll ask you, Kushdil or Shadab in the team?
Oh, hands down, Shadab. I don't know how
Exactly.
Quick still even has a spot on the team, and I don't know how Fahim Ashraf.
Yeah, we'll
How does
cover
he
that.
has a? I mean, come on, he has an average of 9. Honestly speaking,
Yeah. We want to
but
cover
yeah,
the squad
yeah, Jesus,
in like 5 minutes, but we'll talk
of
about the
course.
other group too. So Vasey said Pakistan and New Zealand are going to come out of Group A. I think it's going to be Pakistan and India. So let's go to Group B. This group is actually very interesting. There's Australia, South Africa, Afghanistan, and England. So Vasey, what do you think? What are the two teams that are coming out of Group B?
Um, if you asked me this question 1 month ago, I would have had Australia at at the top. I would have said, Australia's going 3-0 in Group B. Unfortunately, five of Australia's key players are not playing the Champions Trophy due to injury,
Exactly.
etc. And when you look at England, they just had an ODI series in India, and England got trashed. Um, I'm thinking honestly, South Africa looks good. I understand that we did chase what was it 353 against them,
Yeah,
but
353. Yeah.
South Africa was not at full strength. So Group B, I'm actually going South Africa and Afghanistan because Afghanistan has some quality spinners. They suit the conditions. I think they have a lot of experience playing in Pakistan as well. So I'm going South Africa, Afghanistan for Group B.
Yeah, I think you made some great points about Group B. I think it's going to be a very interesting group. I think all four teams can compete for semifinal spots. Australia, like you said, they're missing Mitchell Marsh, they're missing Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, Hazelwood, a bunch of their main guys, and they recently lost to Sri Lanka in spinning conditions. They actually lost pretty bad in the ODI series 2-0. So I think Australia won't make it to the semifinals. I do agree with you. I think Afghanistan has a huge chance of making it to the semis. So I'm picking Afghanistan as my semifinalist one. They have some great spinners, Nabi, Rashid Khan. There's another guy. He's a left arm wrist spinner, Noor Ahmad. He's insane. I think he's going to be good. He was playing very well in the SAT 20, and their openers actually are really good. Gurbaz and Ibrahim Zadran, two really good players. I'm a big fan. So I think Afghanistan and the second team I have. I think you can never underestimate England at these big tournaments. I think they did get thrashed in India, but I do think that Indian spinners are better than a lot of the spinners in this tournament. So I think England will come out. I know they're missing a couple key players as well, but I think Butler, Root, these guys will perform at a big stage, and they usually have big ICC tournaments. I think Joe Root is definitely gonna have a big tournament. So I'm picking Afghanistan and England in that group.
Mhm.
So my semi picks are Pakistan, India, and South Africa, England, and yours are?
And mine are New Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and South Africa.
Okay. So now we've gone through that. I think now what we wanted to cover was the Pakistan squad that they selected for the Tri Series and the Champions Trophy. So I'm just gonna name the 15-man squad real quick. Mohammad Rizwan, Babar Azam, Fakhr Zaman, Salman Ali Agha, Tayyab Tahir, Usman Khan, Saud Shakil, Kamran Ghulam, Khushdil Shah, Fahim Ashraf, Abrar Ahmad, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf, and Mohammad Hasnain. So recently, Pakistan, Wasay, they concluded a tour, an ODI tour in Australia where they won. And then for the first time, they whitewashed South Africa at home in ODIs. They were coming off of good form. And they switched up the team here a little bit, which didn't really make sense for the Champions Trophy. A young guy like Muhammad Irfan Khan Niazi was dropped, who's known as a finisher type batter who was he has power and he can give you a quick fire 30 40 in like 15 20 balls. That was very disappointing to see him out. And then like we discussed before, they had Sufyan Mukim in that South African squad that was playing against South Africa. He was dropped as well, so they only took one specialist spinner. So what are your thoughts overall on this squad, and who are the players you think should be added in place of some of the guys that got picked?
Yeah, I mean, one guy I think the entire world was looking forward to performing on the international stage was Sai Ayub. Unfortunately, he did fracture his foot and he's out. But, the Pakistan Cricket Board, team management, captain had 2 or 3 months to find a set opener. And you have a lot of options. You
We
do
have a lot.
have
Yep.
Imam al Haq. You could bring in Shan Masood. You do have a handful of options that you could have tried, or that they do open for the country, and they have open. I mean, if you look at Imam stats at home, he has an average of like I think
Almost
55 to
60.
60, yeah,
Yeah.
almost 60. But now you're kind of doing the same thing we do every tournament. There's no set game plan, no set mindset. You had 2 or 3 months, to find an opening pair, and now you're telling King, who comes one down, to open. Honestly
King.
speaking, I mean, King comes one down, and
I mean,
whatever we say, he does have a high average, ranked number one batsman in ODI, and you're having him open now. Just kind of messes up the whole groove of things. And I'm hearing reports now that Usman Khan might open, Saud Shakil
oh,
might open, all these
I might
reports.
not watch if Usman Khan is gonna open.
So
God
I'm
damn.
saying, Zid, why is it that every time there's an international tournament, we don't know what our playing 11 is?
Yeah, I mean, so Vase, the thing is, the Saima Ayub thing was very unfortunate. We knew
Hmm.
he's going to be our all format opener for the next future, like 5 6 years, inshallah. So
Yeah,
him being injured, but there's plenty of options that we could have gone with. You mentioned Imam, great stats at home. I mean, the guy we should be looking at is Abdullah Shafiq.
Abdullah Shafiq, yes.
I mean, great player. Yes, he had a string of three ducks against South Africa in bad form, but he did just score, I think, 100 in the Pakistan Shaheen's warm-up game as well. I think we got to give him a chance. He's 23, 24 years old, very bright future. We saw him play in the 2023 ODI World Cup. I think we all seen him hit Jasprit Bumrah over the top down the ground. Great shot, and he has so much potential. We just got to groom these guys, give them the same chances that everybody's had. So Abdullah Shafiq, I mean, Sean Masood. We know Babar Azam bats at number three. He's been stable there. Um, I have my takes on Babar Azam. You have yours. He has not scored an ODI century in 23 of his last ODI innings. I think the last one was against Nepal in the 2023 Asia Cup. That was at a less than 100 strike rate. So we
So
have differing opinions there.
that was a brilliant ending, Spaji.
We have
150 in Multan, bro. What an epic
we
ending,
have a
bro.
different we have a difference on Babar, but some guys that I don't think deserve to be on the squad. Usman Khan, I guess they're playing him as a backup wicketkeeper. Do they feel bad that he voided his UAE contract? I think so.
100%.
Um, Guys like Khushdil Shah, like we're bringing guys in because of Bangladesh Premier League T20 stats. They don't even pay their players there, guys. So I guess we're just picking up guys for
Dude,
those
Zed, that's
performances.
what's insane to me. It's like there's two different formats. You're picking somebody based off a T20 league, okay?
Exactly.
That does not pay its players, and you're saying, oh, Fahim Ashraf had a good run, Kustal Shah, whoever may had a good run in that league, that it justifies you being on the international team for ICC tournament. That does not make sense to me. But please keep going on.
Yeah, it doesn't. So guys like Fahim Ashraf, Khushdil Shah. Fahim's ODI batting average is 10, guys. and his bowling average is close to 40. So I mean, what are we picking him for?
Yeah.
And then just the lack of spin options. I mean, I understand you picked up Brar, okay, but like, what about guys like Sajid and stuff? I mean, they played in white ball in Pakistan
Home conditions.
domestically,
Yep.
and they're playing at home conditions. Why not pick a guy like that, even if you don't want to play him in case Abrar gets injured? What is there going to be our backup option? You know, so guys like Sajid Khan, if you wanted to pick a left arm spinner, you could have picked Noman Ali from Test. We've been seeing and playing tests. And then obviously guys like Muhammad Irfan Khan Niazi, who we saw didn't get picked. And then I think the lack of like a spin bowling all rounder, someone like Imad Wasim from 2017 Champions Trophy. We're lacking someone like that. We heard people say bring back Muhammad Nawaz. I'm not a fan of that. Please don't bring him back.
He,
He's not
he,
our match winner,
he's
let
our
me tell
match
you
winner,
guys.
bro.
So there were
He's
guys
our
like they were guys that I've heard talks of Mehran Mumtaz, a young left arm
He did great. I don't know if you
bowling
watched
all rounder.
his Shaheen match they played against South Africa. He took two
Hmm.
wickets.
Yes.
Yeah,
So he's an
he's a
up
good
and
player.
coming guy. I mean, I would have those guys in the squad any day over guys like Fahim Ashraf and Khushdal Shah. So I mean, let's give our predictions on who do you think is going to have the most runs, most wickets, and breakout player for the Champions Trophy.
Um, Most runs. I'm gonna go with Shubman Gill from India. I think
Yeah,
he's gonna score plenty of runs. Most wicket. I have to go with the spinner. So I'm gonna pick two. Either Kuldeep Yadav from India or Adil Rashid from England. I think either one of those two are gonna take the most wickets. Breakout player, even though the whole world knows him, great fast bowler. I don't necessarily think that he's had. I mean, 2022 ICC T20 World Cup, he had a great showing, but then he got hurt around that time. I think Naseem Shah, for me, will be like that international breakout player. Even though I think he does already get the respect he deserves, but I think it's not like takes it up the notch. Even though the pitch conditions aren't suited for fast bowling, I just think that it's his time. And then inshallah, he'll make us proud. And how about you, Zid?
yeah. So most runs. It's a difficult pick, but I do think it's going to be someone from India as well. I think Shreyas Iyer is the guy that I'm looking at. He's been in crazy ODI form since the 2023 World Cup. He scored big runs against England, so I think he's going to be consistently averaging around 50 in the tournament. Most wickets, definitely think it's going to be a spinner. Um, it's hard. I'd be lying if I think I want to say Abrar, but I know it's not going
No,
to be
there's
Abrar.
no. There's no way, bro. Like he didn't even
um,
cross my mind.
yeah. So I think it's gonna be someone from Afghanistan. I'm gonna go Rashid Khan.
Mm.
Um, he usually doesn't get too many wickets. I would say either Rashid Khan or the left arm leg spinner. I mean the left arm wrist spinner Noor Ahmed. I think is the guy that I might pick for the most wickets. Breakout player. Another Indian guy actually. Because Bumrah's not there, I think he's gonna be the best fast bowler in their team, Arshdeep Singh. He's been good on T20s. He can
20
swing the
up. Yep.
ball.
Yep.
So I think he's gonna get some wickets up front, especially India's playing most of their games in Dubai. The pitches aren't as batter friendly. So I think it's gonna be Arshdeep for breakout. I think we'll just close out with predictions for the match tonight. Pakistan and New Zealand are playing at National Stadium in Karachi. Wasay, what are your thoughts? What should the playing 11 be? What should Pakistan do when they win the toss? And result
Oh,
result
what the result's gonna be? Well, my main prediction. This prediction I have every match. I've watched the boys in green put the uniform on. Babar Azam will score a century tonight. He scored many centuries in Karachi, bro. And today's the day. I'm telling you that
King kar
2 year
lega.
span. King to kar lega, bro. That 2 year span of him not scoring a century. King will come out tonight firing. My thing is whoever bowls first will win. So if I'm Pakistan, I would want to chase just because that South Africa match. They were able to chase that whatever the 353. Um, so I think if Pakistan wins the toss, you must chase. Playing 11 wise, I think we should stick with Fakhr Zaman, Babar Azam, Saud, Rizwan, Salman Ali Agha. I mean, Kushtil,
Yeah, I mean we had to
you
pick
have
Kuzdil.
to you have to play Kushtil, yeah.
there's no replacement for him,
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately.
I would probably have the same playing 11 we had against New Zealand minus Fahim Ashram because
Fahim
I think he
for
played, yeah.
hottest troph, yeah.
Yeah, for harder stuff. I would, yeah, do that. You? How about you? Oh,
Yeah, so
result wise, so sorry, result wise,
yeah, yeah.
I think, obviously I have to say this. And whenever they do play, I do believe they have a chance of winning and they're gonna win. I think Pakistan is gonna win.
Yeah, we both hope that Pakistan wins. Yeah, so National Stadium, Karachi against New Zealand, like we stated before, we played them 2 times, and I think the X factor is going to be again batting in the middle overs against New Zealand spinners. They've been able to restrict us 2 times now, Mitchell Santner and Bracewell. So who are the guys that are going to be able to attack the spinners? Who are the guys that are going to be able to take the attack to those two spinners, put them under a little bit of pressure?
Chota
Guys like
Don,
Salman Ali Agha, guys like
South Shakil,
Rizvan, guys like Saud Shakil.
Chota Don,
Yeah,
Chota.
so
He's gonna go crazy, bro.
um, I think I'm actually in the opposite mindset. I think in big ICC tournament games, these are basically not like knockout games. Like you said, you lose one game, you can be out of the group, right? So I always think you should win the toss and bat first, put runs on the board, and put the other team under pressure. Get early wickets, make the required rate go up. In terms of the playing combination, I would actually uh alter the playing combination a little bit. I would go Babar Azam and Fakhr Zaman opening. We don't really have an option. I would not play Saud Shakil. I do think um
Chota Don?
yeah,
No Chota Don, bro.
he's a good test player. I don't think he is a batsman that can play at number three. If I would play him, I would play him at
Five,
five,
four, five, five.
yeah,
Yeah,
where he's playing more against spin. We've seen he's a little. Even last game, he got bowled against Bracewell. They just bring in the off break bowler against him because he's a lefty and the ball is moving out. So I mean, I would go Babar Fakr. I saw a couple of games and I thought Tayyab Tahir was playing well. I would play him. I would play Tayyab
one down.
Tahir at three, Rizwan at four, um, and then Kamran Ghulam at five. We saw him score in South Africa at that number five position. He had a 60 off 30. So he has been playing some attacking innings, and I remember I seen a couple clips of him hitting some big sixes against Haris Rofe and in the nets and stuff. So Karman Ghulam at five, Salman Ali Agha at six, Kushdil, and then the trio of
Mark.
pace attack, and then Abrar Ahmed. That would be my team, and obviously I think Pakistan bats first, scores around 280, 290, and wins by about 20 or 30 runs.
I
Yeah,
like
so I
that.
mean, extremely excited. We have high expectations. I think every time Pakistan goes in as the favorite, they end
They
up
always lose.
losing. This time, they're going in kind of as the underdog because of
Hmm.
the squad selection and the run up to the tournament. So let's see. Uh, we're definitely looking forward to tonight and the game on Sunday morning.
Sunday, baby. All right,
I
Zed.
can't wait.
Let's get it, man. Inshallah, victory for Pakistan. It's again,
King
it's a do or
Karlega,
die
right?
match. King Karlega, bro. He's due for 100.
I think Fakir Zaman is in for a big innings today too.
Inshallah, inshallah,
Inshallah.
inshallah. All right, then, Zed. I'll see you in about 6 hours, and then we'll get back on the podcast. Hopefully, maybe after the match tomorrow, we can do a
Yeah,
little
yeah, we'll
post
definitely
analysis.
do a post-match analysis for sure on what went
All right.
right and what went wrong.
What went
Hopefully
wrong?
everything goes right. Thank you guys. We
Inshallah, brother.
appreciate it.
All
Thank
right,
you.
guys. Have a good one. See you guys.